Alright folks, hello and welcome to another modern stream. Today we're going to be working on some green-white company. This is the deck that I played on this past Tuesday. I went 5-0, 10-0. The deck looked very impressive. It was doing some pretty cool stuff. And I think that there is some more work to be done. I'm still trying to figure out what the deck's holes are, what we're doing well, what we're not doing so well, and then hopefully making some changes. But like after playing that league on Tuesday, it really gave me hope that maybe I was a little bit too hasty in selling my my Elvish Reclaimers. But yeah, we're gonna see how this works out. But yeah, if you want to hear like my ideas or the deck, the video is up on YouTube, so you can watch it over there. And the list looked very good. The list looked very good in that league. So hopefully we find something that can actually stop us, you know, so we can actually figure out something to fix. You know what I'm saying? Given the amount of dredge in the meta, what about Wojukibog? I already talked about that. If I were to play Wojukibog, I would play it in the sideboard as a one copy, and then I would bring it in against the red matchup, but I don't think you can fit it in the main deck. You can't really afford to have ETB tapped lands that don't tap for green. You need to have green on turn one. If you're not casting a 1-mana creature on turn one, you're just too slow. You're just too slow for modern, so. And Cavern is just not a playable card, right? Cavern is just terrible in this deck. Do we even have, like, besides Knight and Noble Hierarch, do we literally have anything else that... This is a Druid, this is a Warrior. This is, I guess, human, that's it. Cleric. This is a Druid and this is a Cleric. Like, how unfortunate is that? Yeah, Cavern is just not playable in decks like this. Sure. Turn to Courser. It's pretty nice. Oops. Would have sworn I had clicked on the Noble Hierarch. Obviously, the answer instead of Cavern is Carnage Tyrant. I mean, you're playing Collected Company, right? I really had... People were saying, what if you wanted to play around like control decks and you wanted to play Val instead of Company? And instead of Company, it's just like Company is just so much better against counter spells than Ether Vial is. Wouldn't you rather just like instant speed and just like do a bunch of shit instead of just doing one thing? It seems like it's a lot better. Company, it's a really good fucking card. I guess I'm just gonna show them that I have another land, like it's kind of whatever. But I can get an ETB tapped land with this. No, I know, Colby, but like, that's a question that somebody asked me, and I'm like, did you not read Collected Company? It says instant in there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good against counter spells. Shadow. So here we're going to have a couple of options. We can play Courser. We can play Courser and draw, or we can Tracker and guarantee. I think I'm going to go for Courser. It just sets me up better, and if I get to draw a card off of this Courser, we're just Gucci. Well, we're not fetching, I guess. So there's a Collected Company on top. Collected Company is a pretty good card. Buying companies because of this. I mean, I'm not saying that this deck is good. Obviously, I'm using hyperbole because it's like something that you do when you're a content creator and you want to get those clicks. You know what I'm saying? You just have to use hyperbole all the time. Like all the time, use hyperbole. You can't just be like realistic and say things as they are, because might want to shuffle against the denial. The thing is, I don't need to cast the company, right? I can just do this. Looks fun to play. It has been a lot of fun. It certainly has been a lot of fun. Also should have probably fetched right there when my opponent tapped out of black mana. Got a Thoughtseize. Yep. So they obviously have Stubborn now. Four, 5. But now they can't attack. Unless they have another threat. If they have another threat, then they can attack. But like, I'm not gonna block, obviously. If Wizards puts out one more primetime art, I can play a mismatch Sedge until the opponent is extra hard. No, let's just not do that. Land? We play 26 of them. Sweet. Ifeno gifting the tier 1 sub to Nutty41. Thank you so much for that. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Yeah, like, what were they doing? Like, why would they attack when they were literally dead to a land of the top? Good stuff, good stuff. Can I say how bored I am with doing a comedy kind of mainstay of this channel? Happy to hear that. Very happy to hear you say that, because I think that it's pretty much unavoidable at this point. I just had so much fun the other day that I don't think I could stop it even if I wanted to. This looks pretty cool to me. We have 26 creatures, but all 26 of our creatures are just very, very impactful. Oh, that's not a hand that I'm going to be keeping. That is a hand I'm going to be keeping. Playing against this list right now, sweet. It's catching on. It's catching on. Buy your companies quick. And while you do that, you can also support the stream by using my TCG Player affiliate link. Turn 2 pass. I can work with this. Fran is a card price indicator. If if Fran Dex goes very well, the cards will spike. Yeah, exactly. If you watch the stream, you can know what's up. I guess there was an argument for playing the Windswept Heath because I don't know whether my opponent has Ashiok in their deck. Because I want to play this. Mark Mullin coming back from yesterday. Welcome back, Mark. Coming with the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the stream, Mark. Very happy to have you here. Subbing for my Gare Archangel. Told you it's up, yeah. Thank you so much. Shadow that keeps a hand without threats in 3 turns. Yeah, it's a little bit of a sketchy keep from my opponent. Just hard casting Dismember the hard way. Love to see it. They also have only a single blue source. We can play Scavenging Ooze here. Because next turn we can play around the stub. Just by making our land drops. So my opponent doesn't have a threat. Also, I think I'm gonna main phase eat here. I guess I can upkeep eat their stuff. Because I want to play around Angler. Another Dismember? They could just have a pile of removal and disruption. No, I think that is a misconception. I think that if you're playing a shadow deck, you need to have a proactive plan. Otherwise, your opponent, like especially with a deck like mine, right? The longer the game goes, the better it becomes for me, because I have 2-for-1s and my opponent doesn't. Like for example, now my opponent doesn't have a threat, so even if they have a stubs, now I'm just gonna be able to company. I dropped the 2 bursts for Stoneforge into 5-0 deck. Feast and Famine is good with this deck. I disagree. My very first list had Stoneforge Mystic, and it was consistently bad. Well, now I'm not gonna let my opponent have Stubborn and LB active, so I'm gonna company now. Corsair and Reclaimer. What do I think of Toski? I don't like it. It just doesn't have a reason to be here. Like, I'm not struggling to find stuff to do with my mana. Like, Tracker is just better than Toski. Terminate. Boop. Excuse me. Shadow player here hands with a threat or a trap. Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing what's going on here. If my opponent had had a threat at any point in the game, they would be, like, this would be a lot more, a lot closer. But right now, I'm just, like, rolling them over and it's not even close. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just can't drop a game, huh? Just can't drop a game. I'm gonna aim for the turn 3 Knight as opposed to the turn 2 Scavenging Ooze. Aether Vial. I guess now we can do both. Temple Garden, Aether Vial. Maybe some kind of Aether Arbiter nonsense deck. Seems like a good attack here. Well, I wasn't expecting a Gilded Goose. Alright, I have no idea. I'm not gonna try to guess what my opponent's playing, because it's obviously a waste of my time. I'm obviously not gonna try to guess what my opponent's trying to do over there, because it's an absolute waste of my time. They're doing something. Oh, it is Yawgmoth. Oh, that's right. This is like the Yawgmoth player. Could say I predicted it. Yeah, I guess. I guess that would be accurate. Kill my knight. Doing some pretty cool stuff over there. Doing some pretty cool stuff. That was impressive. Skyclave apparition? One time? Alright. First game we have dropped since I picked up the deck. Are you interested in this? We're definitely interested in that. Not interested in this. Probably not interested in this either. Seldom interested in this. Yeah, I think I want this. I definitely want that too. Seems like an okay keep. So I think I'm gonna name Yawgmoth. And if my opponent has a vial or something, I'm just gonna apparition the vial. Would I rather do this? I think so. Yeah, let's do that. Seeing your 5 run with the deck on YouTube, the deck felt very good. What do you think about Skewed Swarm? I tested it in Cocodex and found it very powerful. I just don't think I want to be doing that. Like, it seems kind of wasteful. Like, it just doesn't seem to add anything. I'm just going to exile this thing. With my opponent missing land drops, it's not like the goose is doing anything anyway. That's basically an Aether Vial. So I think I'm just taking this turn off to play the knight. And then next turn I'm gonna try to probably Revoker. My opponent was missing land drops and they could technically Eldritch Evolution the Wall of Roots for a Yawgmoth. Or they can just find the black swords they were needing and just hardcast the Yawgmoth too, that's also fine. I think I had to just like take a shot there, and I'm gonna need to resolve this sooner or later, so. Yeah, that sucks for us. The good thing is that means no Yawgmoth, so. So my opponent could have... What could they have? They could have... Knight of Autumn, which they can't cast with the current mana situation. Evolution is good, so that probably means that they get Knight of Autumn and they kill the Revoker. Yep. So maybe Mind Sensor was better. I doubt it though. We're not going to be looking to cycle because we already have the Dryad in hand, so... There was an argument there for Aven Mind Sensor and Upkeep. That sucks. Which streamers do I enjoy watching? I love Everos. I love Spike. Those are probably my go-to. My go-to two. F. Eat the Yawgmoth. We can go squatter ourselves if we need to. It's gonna suck, but like I think we just have to. Fuck. At least we're trading with their Giraffe Messenger. So it's not the end of the world, but now we're farther away from Dryad. That sucked. I think the attack with the champion here is great because it basically kind of forces a trade, which means that my opponent has less fodder. We have access to Mind Sensor, but like there's just so many things that can go poorly for us here. Fran, you play the second 5.0 out stream? Are you gonna upload to YouTube late tomorrow? What do you mean? No, I went 5.0 10.0. So like I didn't drop any games. That's what I posted on Twitter. Hey Fran, thought I'd share my changes. Cutting tracker for one Dryad, one Knight of Autumn, one Witness. Then the Cyber Knight of Autumn turns into a tracker, and I'm adding a ball over Revoker. I've somehow feed Peacemaker in as well. How many matches have you played though, Davius? Because if you haven't played any matches, like I recommend you first familiarize yourself with the deck a little bit before making any changes. Because if you're just making random changes, then like if you don't know what the deck's weaknesses are, what the deck's problems are, then hey, Grand Turtle's here. Yeah, exactly. So you're just making changes because you want to. No, I feel like you probably want to, like, you know, play a couple of games before making any substantial changes. So here I think I'm gonna hold on to the Dryad in hand. Just gonna pass the turn. Also, I just realized that Yawgmoth has pro-humans, and so we can't attack with Knight of the Revoker into Yawgmoth. Ugh, that sucks. Man, yeah, this card is just fucking unbeatable for us. I mean, I don't really have that much life to work with. So if I block here, they sack this and put a counter here. Yeah, this is fine. Like this is the better block, I guess. They can sack the illusion to reset one of the Geists. But if I find a land here, I guess I need to say it louder. If I find a land here, I would have been able to Dryad into more stuff, which is what I was hoping for. So I think I'm just gonna pass again. And it's on purpose that I'm not cracking this fetch land, because this represents a Valakut trigger that I can use at instant speed. Any headphones users? Don't worry about it, Levi. Don't worry about it. I was in agree with not tweaking until you test, but I paid attention to friends matches, which likely helped me more than actually playing. Oh, that's right. This guy has another ability. That's neat. I'm probably not dead here, but I'm also not having a good time. Okay, land off the top. Fetch land would be preferred. Imagine proliferating on your own Aether Vial. That would be pretty sick. Alright, land off the top and we win this game. Land off the top. Land off the top. Land. You're killing me, deck. You're absolutely destroying me right now. Plan is still the same. Plan is still the same. Oh, this is rough. This is very, very rough. Like, I'm gonna have to chomp one of these here. You heard of the mulligan button is really, really powerful. Amulet mirror. I didn't know that people could lose to House of Mana. Can we please find land at the top? Land! Thank you. Thank you. I guess I can just fetch right now. Because my opponent can't do any there at once, so they can't do really anything in response. I lost to you early this week. Oh, that's right. So I guess that if you play meme decks, you can lose to House. It's a requirement for you to play meme decks in order to lose to him. It kind of feels like this is gonna actually get pretty slow and grindy. Maybe coarser. Knight of Autumn blows up Vile and nothing else, so I think that's not exciting enough to me. Sure. Yeah, let's keep this. Oh, man, it's pretty chilly here today. Young Wolf. Young Elf. Go. How many Impulse and Sakamas do I play now? Is it because I have ice in my veins? That's a good question. Probably. Chilly, need a nice sweater, yeah. What are we doing here? I think I want to Revoker. And the reason for revoking here is if my opponent needs to use a thingy to go get the Knight of Autumn. Thorn Physician. If my opponent needs to use like a Chord or an Eldritch Evolution to go get a Knight of Autumn, that's one less core that they have to go get Yawgmoth, so. Want to get Ramin up GQ going in the mirror, but it never gets to that point with Dryad. Yeah, it's really unfortunate how Dryad kills them too quickly. Always very disappointing. So something tells me that my opponent is just gonna end step, Chord, answer Revoker, or like Decay, answer Revoker, and then untap and kill me with Yawg. Oh, maybe not. Sweet. Mimi is the Sumer Discord is the enemy players would rather have their deck be interesting than good. Can't argue with that. Memes are oftentimes based on reality. Mind Sensor? Fuck me. Don't worry about it, everything's fine. And we even found the flagstones, which is particularly hilarious. Gonna get Knight of Autumn probably, yep. So bye-bye Revoker. Opponent down to a single card. Opponent down to a single last card. I really wish I could get Tracker going. I really wish I could get Tracker going here, but I think I have to Scavenging Ooze to not just straight up lose to Yawgmoth. We can still Flagstones. Just hoping for no Chord, because Chord just gives my opponent too much flexibility. Okay. Good to know about that one. Okay, so we have perfect info now. Stones for stones. Do we have good attacks? I can do this. We're pressuring the life total and... Yep. Yep! Yeah, it's a good top deck. That's a good fucking top deck. It's a good top deck. Well, now we die. That sucks, man. That really sucks. So if they find Chord now, we're just fucked. We're not dead just yet. Oh, they just do have the Chord. Alright, GG's. The deck's first loss, yeah. To be fair, Revoker looked pretty good there. Revoker looked pretty good there. No, that was the second match. We just lost to Yawgmoth. I really thought that we were in fine shape there. Cullant the Herd. Thank you for the follow. I really thought we were in good shape there. But obviously, like, we were just gonna die too. Yeah, GG is predicted. Well played. I thought we were in good shape, but then, like, Yawgmoth off the top was just obviously not beatable. I getting Blood Moon here? Oh, okay. What are we up against? Is it just Kiki Chord? Isn't Modern great now? Like, people are just... They're just dusting off their Birds of Paradise. We just play against Wall of Roots in back-to-back matches. This is just great. Wicked Wolf. Interesting. This slows the engine a little bit, but it's fine. I get to company now. I mean, we're not losing to Wicked Wolf. I'm not too concerned about a Wicked Wolf. Yeah, don't mess with Reclaimer. He'll fuck you up. Reclaimer don't mess around, yo. Reclaimer don't mess around. Eternal Witness is fine. Baiting back Windsweep Heath. Do we want to draw a card here? I kind of want to... I kind of want to draw a card, actually. Because we might find a land, and that means that we get to Coco plus... Oh, that's also pretty solid. That's also pretty solid. Alright. I guess that's what we're doing now. Good stuff. Paths. Revoker, I guess. Mind Sensor, maybe? Yeah, don't you follow my brother on Twitch? He actually streams. Not that often, but... Because I'm just cutting truckers. Have a YouTube channel. I posted one whole video and I'm active in the Tom Ross Discord that has a Yawgmoth channel. Nice. One does not simply mulligan Splinter Twin, right? If we've learned something in this channel, is that one doesn't just simply mulligan Splinter Twin. There was one week where I did every day, but work and stuff caught up with me. Rough. Tough life out there. Wall of Roots. Definitely playing around Mind Sensor here. Mostly because I can. It's not like my opponent's going to be attacking me, right? And they can't play a Wicked Wolf. Oh, that's nice. My opponent needs to have Path to Exile here, yeah. See the writing on the wall. This deck is real good. Gonna have to get your Over the Night's Rip Wallet again. Yeah, I know. When I saw it today, I'm like, ugh. Damn it. The good thing for me is I think that there's only exactly one card that looks better in alternate art than OG art, and that card is Knight of the Reliquary. So in paper, I actually have a playset of the Knight of the Reliquaries that the Knight of the Reliquaries that are they're not a promo, they're like a dual deck something. This hand is awkward against the Lurrus deck. I'm gonna assume it's Shadow. It could be Mill or Hammer Time or something like that. I guess maybe it's fine. I guess I'm gonna keep it. But like this damage might end up adding up. Okay, it is Mill. So I guess the damage doesn't matter. It looks very similar to the Rallier promo. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. We're about to get super milled here, right? Do you care about any of these cards, like Archon, Eidolon? Kind of like Archon, I think. Mind Sensor is also kind of interesting. Guess I don't want Knight of Autumn. I already have 4 Skyclaves. Yeah, our champion really spiked. I have no idea why. Oh man. It's okay. We're mulliganing. We're strategically mulliganing against the mill deck. Strategic mulligan. Big brain plays. Yeah, Coco is very nice. It's very cheap. I mean, grow my knight. Actually, yeah. So I guess I'm gonna play apparition here. Just gonna exile the runecraft. Seven, yeah. Drown the lock, glimpse the unthinkable. Really? That's your plan? Slaughter Pact? What? What the hell was that? I am very confused right now. That was very funny. That was very, very funny. All right. Somehow that worked out, I guess. I'm probably starting off with apparition, right? As the bait. Oh, never mind. That's what we start with. Why doesn't Archon have flash as well? We still have one forest, couple of plains. I guess we don't have more plains anymore. It's a big gal. It's a big gal. I mean, my opponent could be ghosting, but like it's fine. I mean, it's technically correct for them to play around the Mind Sensor there, right? Do we have any Temple Gardens? We don't, right? Oh, we do. 1, 2. Am I not missing anything? I don't think I'm missing anything, so... So I'm gonna fetch now because I want to play around their thing, and I'm gonna shock because my life total doesn't matter, so... We're dead to a bunch of spells here, though, obviously. We're not dead to put Lurrus in hand. Drown in the lock, slow rolled. I'm playing Archon because it pressures in the air, and now my opponent, if they play Lurrus, they can't play any. They can't play the crab. Then we get to operation the crab, the Lurrus. Ugh. $16 land cards in the graveyard, yeah. It's funny. You have to be fucking kidding me. Really? That's their last card? That's their last fucking card. They're like a Crypt Incursion. God damn it, opponent. Do we have any Dryads left? 1, 2. We have no Dryads left, so we just cannot deal that amount of damage. All our Knights are also gone. Okay. That's really mean, honestly. Like, slow rolling the Crypt Incursion there. Slow rolling the Crypt Incursion there is just... It's just disrespectful. That's just BM. Anyway. So, cards for us to try. Bojugobo could be an interesting addition to the sideboard. I kind of like Revoker, actually. So we could play a second copy. 4-path, maybe it's just too many once we already have all the Skyclaves. Mind Sensor has felt a little bit lackluster. It just doesn't feel like there are not enough matchups for Mind Sensor. The thing is that, well, I mean, Scape Shift is a deck now, and it's probably really tough for us to beat Scape Shift. I said Joseph, thank you for the follow. This hand's too slow. Alvero, thank you for the follow. This hand is great. Hand's quite powerful. I think I'm gonna ship in the blind against the Lurrus deck. Honestly, I kind of want to ship the Noble Hierarch. Let's ship the Tracker though. Would you believe me, chat, if I told you that I wasn't expecting to get turn 1 Mana Tithe by the Lurrus deck? Can we please draw a Skyclave Apparition off the top? Can we please draw Skyclip Apparition? Never mind. Can we beat this deck? Okay, so the plan is to untap with Knight and find the Valakut off the top. And that way we can get our thing going. Well, we're not playing Blast Zone. If they had any other auras to be casting here, they shouldn't have spent 2 mana to do this, I don't think. Hyena Umbra. Is that enough to kill me? That's 12. Yeah, I think I'm chomping with the Scavenging Ooze, because the goal here is to top deck exactly Valakut. Or another fetch land. That doesn't do it. Map 384, think of a follow. No EE? Why would I be playing EE in this deck? This seems okay. I'm not super high on Eidolon of Rhetoric, but I think I like it better than the other options that we have here. No back to nature. Yeah, you gotta be prepared for the Bogles matchup, right? Bogles tier 0. Bogles has remained tier 0 during metagames like Hogak, Eldrazi, etc. Value 10 used to play 2 EE in the sideboard. It's possible. It's possible. But Blast Zone has been printed since then. Skyclip Apparition has been printed since then. So I'm obviously using the original Value Town lists as the starting point for this deck, but I'm not building, like I'm not taking those, I'm not using those as rules to follow. So our best top deck is going to be Flagstones, but honestly any land will do. How taken aback would we all be when Fran's not streaming? He's actually the bad guy playing all the legendary combo decks in Modern? Nah, I'm always the good guy. Can't help it. Can't help it. I'll block you. Can we please draw an untapped white source? Like, it's only fair, right? God damn it. Where's my bounce land, right? Not playing around Tide? No, I'm not playing around Tide. But with one draw step at a time, we can keep up with what my opponent's doing. But when my opponent, you know, when they're drawing multiple cards a turn thanks to Spirit Dancer, that's when we're not going to be able to keep up. I'll block you. Ooh. White source, white source, white source, white source, white source, white source. Although I guess it's a rancor, so it's not even that good. Oh, come on. We're playing 26 lands. Help me out here, deck. I need your help. I really need your help, deck. Sure. Second coronet? Oh, fuck me. Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh no, just cantripping with Canopy. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. It's not gonna do it. Just had to exile the Rancor to not just die. I'm not asking for too much, right? Like, I'm just asking for lands. I hate Bogles. Nah, Bogles is fine. It's just like, we just needed to find lands in our 26 land deck. Like, that's the only thing. So we can play two birds, like two dorks, I mean. Unactivate Reclaimer. Don't care about Lurrus. I think I'm gonna play the two dorks and just activate Reclaimer once. Gives me more mana for next turn. And I can chump. If they find the Trample Aura, we obviously die, but... And I'm gonna block with the Noble Hierarch because the Exalted triggers are not gonna matter, and I'd rather have the Flyer in case my opponent finds a flying aura. We might actually be able to do something here. Lurrus is fine. It's not getting any value. Okay, we can actually... We're still in it. We're still in it. You have a path? No path. So the plan here is to block with birds, then crack sack, like one of my forests, kill my own bird to prevent the lifelink. Bird and their face. So they're at 41 now. Next turn we're going to be able to deal 12. Is that lethal? Probably not. So this is 6, 12. One activation, 2 activations. We get fetch lands. But Bogles just got spoiled with old frame. Nice. We'll just get fetch lands here. Oh, I guess we could have gotten flagstones. Oh, we had flagstones still in the deck. Oh, whoops. Totally forgot that we still had a flagstones. Maybe we did have lethal. Why no Vesuva? Because you already have so many things that you can fit in your deck. Are we gonna win this game? I think we might win this game. Awesome, we are gonna win this game. All right, that was cool. So this deck is better to play than Healy Company? No. No, it's not. It's worse by a lot. I don't know why you think that. It's way cuter than Helio Company. That's true. That I will say. It's a lot cuter than Helio Company. And that's what's important, exactly. You folks get it. You folks get it. That's what I'm saying. Who cares about playing the better deck when you can do something as cute as doing that? Was about to say you're taking it out to his mother's most broken deck had me. Oh, no, that's just. It's just clickbait title. It's just clickbait title, Alex. I'm not even sure that this deck is actually good. But it got you here, though. It got you here, so... Yes, that's good. It got you here, so it did its work. The clickbait was successful. Oh, that's right. I have collected company in my deck. I had totally forgotten about that. Green source off the top. Nice and easy. Nice and easy green source, turn 1. This deck isn't awful at least. I wouldn't go as far. Okay, that's scary. Guess the race is on. We're probably gonna need an apparition to win this game, so we can bring this Bogle down to earth. F's in chat for me. It feels like if we had been on the play, we would be in really good shape right about now. Okay. So that's a chump blocker. I guess I'm actually gonna chump with the apparition here. But if they have any aura that is just evasion, we're fucked, obviously. Not much that we can do about it anyway. And I don't want to go down to 1 because fetch lands are probably going to be important for me to win this game. Alex, Nico, thank you for the follow. I think I'm going to main face company here. Because we can find stuff like... That's hot. That's really hot. So we find this and this. Destroy that one. We also have the option of pathing our own dude here. If we need to hit our line drop. Last one seems good at the moment. You consider play 1. The mana base sucks. Mana base is rough. We need to fit flagstones. We need to fit, and you can only play so many lands, right? So it gets to a point where you just need to figure out what you're gonna be doing. And there's only so much that you can do. Apparition wasn't better because of Lurrus. I'm not. The game is going to be over before this card becomes relevant. This card is just not going to matter this game. Does the Time Spiral set have anything in it aside from the old border cards? Not really. I mean, there's a Tarmogoyf reprint, if that's a card that you want to play. Goyf is cool. So this should be game. Can't beat Bogles, can't lose to Bogles. They waste the occasion for making old border Goyf. I think that was like a purposeful thing, which I think sucks, but I mean, it was on purpose. It was something that they thought that they didn't want to do again, I guess. Damnation at Mythic to Lurrus and Dryad at Rare. Oh, Dryad Arbor. You can almost have full old border Titan now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The Summoner's Pact would have been nice to have an old border. Jukabog, Dayside, or your champion. Honestly, Mind Sensor has been the most disappointing one of them all. I'm still afraid of Scape Shift though. Maybe I shouldn't just be afraid of Scape Shift, and this is just fine. Bog does have a lot of value. Bog, just as a one-off, does have a ton of value in a deck like this that can fetch it in 8 different ways. It's also possible that we could play the Bojuka Bog in the main deck over something like Gavony Township, but like Township just has the upside of being an ETB untapped source, right? And already I wish I had access to one more slot for a basic forest. Like already the mana base is not where I would want it to be. We already have 2 ETB tapped Badlands. So adding Bojuka Bog to the mix is not particularly exciting. 2 Crewfix, 2 Tracker, 2 Raminap is a little bit of a joke. It's probably okay, I guess. This deck looks to the sweet, has a little bit the same feel as your Legacy Reclaimer list. I mean, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. This is a company deck. This is not a Zenith deck. Is there a reason to use Hyrax Burst instead of Vitober Sprawl? Right here. Also, I'm not playing 4 and 4. So if you're not playing 4 and 4, then I'd rather play this. The canopy has felt very awkward, honestly. It's possible that this is the worst land in the deck. We can try something like that. Is it really worth hitting a burst off the company instead of whiffing? We have a shit ton of things to do with our mana, so yes, it is. versus the upside of your bird not dying. I mean, the bird only dies against like Davadar decks, and Lavadar decks are just bad matchups for us by design. So it's not like having access to Utopia Sprawl is gonna make the Lavadar decks already just like, oh, now this metagame is fine. Like the matchup is gonna be bad, even whether you have Utopia Sprawl, and Arbor Elf just dies to Lavadar just the same. It's part of the reason why I wanted to try Reclaimer in the first place, because it doesn't just straight up light with Lavadar. Gyrotic Tig over Mind Sense over Titan and Control. The Gyrotic Tig is unplayable against Titan, like it's actively a bad card, and Control is a great matchup for us, so we don't need a card for Control matchups. Did I get divided? No, I 5-0 the first league that I played in Legacy, and then I went 3-2 or 4-1. I can't remember. I think 3-2. Please find land over Gavany. Why? Like this card is fine. This is a one-off. You could play like Ghost Quarter, a third copy of Ghost Quarter of Gavany Township. But in the fair matchups, this actually shows up. I think I'm going to try this out. I think I'm going to be trying this out. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to be playing another league with this after these changes, and we're going to see how everything feels. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.